Hey, apparently somebody said Filipinos are not that smart. Well, kamusta kayo? Let's go find out who said that shit. Let's get to it.
Filipinos are so warm and friendly.
So hospitable to tourists.
And they are always so positive, smiling, and easygoing. Mabuhay! This video is meant to be Pinoy bait.
Because while all these things might be true,
I've been called Pinoy bait. I've got a lot in common with this video.
It's meant to be Pinoy bait.
Because while all these things might be true, let me ask you something controversial. How often do you hear about Filipinos being intelligent, and did Filipinos have any real impact on the world?
Yeah, they married Spaniards, right? That's what I was taught in history class. As a colonizing nation.
Have any real impact on the world?
I've never really heard of that. Aren't they just all about being nice and smiley?
Well, there is much more than the stereotypes.
They got that one boxer for sure.
And so... Well, there is much more than the stereotypes. And so, in collaboration with all the Filipinos in Team Project Nightfall, we created this special video. Why Filipinos are so much more than just their stereotypes.
Pacquiao. It's Pacquiao, right? Pacquiao! Ka-chow! Gotta be.
For starters, you have to thank a Filipino for how fast your computer runs. Yes, Filipino inventor Diosdado Bantao made the first single-chip graphical user interface accelerator, which in simple terms allows for data to be processed faster. He helped simplify computer design.
Dude, this video is so hot, it's like making me perspire with emotion. I am running faster internally.
And with fewer chips, making computers smaller, more portable, and more affordable. And it's extra inspiring when you realize that this now billionaire used to walk barefoot on dirt roads as a child back in his small Filipino town. And while we are on tech, if you are making any video calls these days, Filipino engineer and physicist Gregorio Zara is your guy. Because way before Messenger, Zoom, FaceTime, Skype became a thing, he already created this, a video phone.
I had one of those.
And now for inventions that saved lives. The Filipino woman you are looking at right now gave the world a medical incubator that works without electricity. Thanks to her, many babies that live in remote communities will survive because her improvised incubator can be cheaply reproduced.
No way.
And as we talk about being world-class, let's talk about how amazing Filipino talent is. If you love Disney and Pixar movies like Finding Nemo and Inside Out, you have to thank this world-class Filipino animator Ronnie Del Carmen for working behind those iconic films.
This video is fantastic, but if he doesn't start mentioning singers, if he doesn't speak about Filipino singers, I'm gonna have a meltdown, like an absolute meltdown. Boxing and singing. Come on, man. You gotta tell it.
And then we have Bruno Mars.
Thank you. Thank you. Spend that money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh.
Olivia Rodrigo, Bella Poarch, Vanessa Hudgens, Hailey Steinfeld. All of these Hollywood celebrities have Filipino blood too. But with this one you're most likely not surprised because Filipinos are known for their talent.
I don't know this
To
song.
make the world impact even stronger, nearly 2 million Filipinos work in many countries outside the Philippines.
If there was a World Cup for where we want to outsource, Philippines takes the cake.
They are very highly educated in all things digital.
And lastly,
That's still stereotyping. Positive stereotypes are still stereotypes. Like all white guys who make reaction channels are really smart. It's a positive stereotype, but it's still a stereotype.
I mentioned hospitality as a stereotype at the beginning of this video, but in history, this famous trait literally saved lives, because the Philippines opened its arms to many refugees in the past, like Russians, Jews escaping Nazis, Spanish refugees, and Chinese immigrants, all persecuted people who wouldn't be accepted by other countries.
I want to notice that he's not mentioned the Irish. The Irish were persecuted. I wonder if the Philippines turned the Irish away. Should make a video on that.
In this very, very remote corner of Asia, the only country who replied to the call of IRO was the Philippines.
And so
Nothing.
having all of this in mind, Night Fam, all together now, Sana all. Sana all, Filipinos will appreciate the underrated geniuses of their nation. Sana all, countries
Sana
will
all.
start looking at themselves beyond the stereotypes. I hope everyone will share this video, whichever country they come from, to prove
Sana
that
all.
any country is always so much more than what media says about it. Today, you have been Pinoy baited.
Yes!
Because undeniably, more Filipinos deserve to be proud of themselves, not just for their positivity or hospitality,
Or singing. Or boxing.
but also for their intelligence
Their intelligence in singing and boxing.
and their impact on the world.
We made it. That video was awesome. And as a proud Filipino, I was baited. Kumusta ka? It me. I'm out.